So, how was your day?
Oh, you know.
I have something to share.
When is this, my birthday?
We're having a baby.
Police, you're under arrest for your father's murder 8 years ago.
What's going on?
Shut up! You know what this is.
You've been lying to me all this time?
I should never have told you.
I'm out of patience.
What? I know I say this a lot, but I love you.
I say this a lot too, but back at you.
After taking part in the development of The Witness, Luís António, a former artist at Rockstar Games and Ubisoft, decided to create his very first game where players can witness consequences from their decisions on others. He believes most games allow players to gain in-game knowledge from death loops to make progress in the run of the game. This becomes the core element of 12 minutes. Players have to gather as many clues as they can on each 12-minute death loop, while trying to connect and reconnect every tiny piece of evidence to get further into the game.
Been a while, huh?
I cannot remember the last time we danced. I'm pregnant! We're having a baby!
The game's story is about a married couple who live in a small apartment, and you will play the husband. One day, after returning from work, the couple spent the evening together. Suddenly, a mysterious man breaks into their home and demands a pocket watch.
I'm with the police. Turn around, please.
After you refuse, the man murders the couple in cold blood. The time then magically rewinds to the point where you have just returned to your apartment, and you'll have to relive the event endlessly.
Oh, God. You're okay.
12 Minutes is an interactive thriller adventure game. You have to gather as much information as possible to prevent the event from playing out the same way by inspecting objects, observing the characters' behaviours,
How'd your father die?
and changing your actions during each loop.
Well, that's a fun conversation topic.
When you gather new information, new actions or dialogue options will be available and the story could progress further.
Clearly unopened. But I know there were baby clothes inside.
But it is not as straightforward as it sounds. Sometimes you have to start the new loop over and over just to find a tiny piece of information. You will die several times in 12 minutes. However, every death loop will help you understand more of the game plot. You can spot a hint by looking for crucial information that will give you a clue about what could trigger the next story bits. For example, a character is doing something to you, but you wouldn't see the end result if you somehow die prematurely. The goal of this game is to read the clue, solve the riddle, and end this death loop. The game might take from 7 to 18 hours to finish, depending on how much experience you have with the genre and how well you crack the hint and make the right decision with available means. The tricky part is that not every hint makes sense. There are plenty of trial and errors you might need to go through. The control and camera angle are also a bit clunky and sometimes a major obstacle to your experience.
I know this sounds weird, but the day's repeating itself.
12 Minutes is mostly presented in a top-down view. The 3D models look similar to characters from The Sims 4, but with less resolution.
Hey, I'm reading over here.
The lighting is impressive, as the game imitates fluorescent light, giving a real feeling like you're in a real apartment. Nevertheless, some dark corners could use a brighter illumination, so you don't need to drag your pointer blindly.
Sweet, it's okay. It's okay.
Don't touch me!
12 Minutes got Hollywood stars James McAvoy, who played young Professor Xavier from the X-Men franchise,
This is never what I wanted. I just wanted to be with you.
and Daisy Ridley, or Rey, from the latest Star Wars trilogy, to voice the husband and the wife.
I'm leaving. Don't be here when I come back.
This indeed speaks volumes about the Soundworks quality of this game. It will take you up and down on the couple's emotional roller coaster.
Only question is how much you make me hurt you.
Witnessing the wife struggling just to breathe is one of the bittersweet moments. You could feel her pain through Ridley's voiceover.
Help! Help!
Rarely do we see a decision-making game that revolves around a time loop in the main storyline. Finding out more hints can escalate the situation that will morph into something that you might never expect.
Better talk about something else when we get back.
On the other hand, some gamers might find the context of this game too difficult to digest. Still, it is this content that brings 12 Minutes into the limelight and stands out from other contemporary games in the same genre. And this is PlayPrime stats that show you this game's characteristics. 12 Minutes is very distinguished in its presentation elements, uniqueness and creativity, and story. The game demands your full attention to grab as many hints as you can in a limited time. Immerse yourself into the storyline, and you might learn that though despair and loss are painful, they can be very beautiful at the same time. And for this game, the reviewer recommends you to get. The ding of an elevator will never be the same ever again. Subscribe to PlayPrime for more reviews and follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.